I am Daniel Lucas.
And I'm Petrie, and welcome to Abstract Essay.
Abstract Essay, another
Another week.
episode. Yes, another week, Mr. Fickie. How's your week? How's the Halloween?
That's amazing. I did so
Um,
much stuff.
yes, too much candies. Oh, now I think we are celebrating Remembrance Day
Mhm.
tomorrow. Oh, so another November. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for our freedom, people. So, thank you, Fitzpat. We still number 2.
Mhm.
Oh,
For
number
now.
2 for now.
Higher soon.
I hope we are number 1 next week. Next
And,
week or next month or whatever.
and then number 0 after that.
I remembered we're number 1 last January. And I hope
Mhm.
this coming January we're number 1. 2025. Because we are having our 5th season already, people. 5th season of Abstract Essay together, my Food 101 and Book 101 review. They are all started together. And thank you so much for supporting us. I hope you will continue supporting us because we are aiming for 1 million downloads.
And we're hoping to get Malaysia on our statistics
Oh,
soon.
yes. Malaysia,
we
truly
have
Asia.
we've been ignored by Malaysia.
We ignore. I think on my Food 101, I have Malaysia. Book 101
So,
review, I have Malaysia.
so that means
And
there's no error. It's right.
I think it's right. Yes. Let's do check again, Mr. Fiki, our analytics. If really Malaysia is not there. Okay, let's see. Okay, number 1 is United States. Philippines, Canada, Argentina, Germany, South Korea, Singapore, India, United Kingdom, Japan, France, Netherlands, Ireland, Brazil, Australia, Russia. Really? check Mr. Vicky if there's Malaysia.
I'm looking. I'm not
Looking,
seeing
okay,
anything.
Ukraine, Croatia, Bangladesh,
Bangladesh, Uruguay,
Israel,
Kenya, Nepal, Turkey, Azerbaijan, Ethiopia, Jamaica,
Uganda, Tunisia, China. Oh,
Cyprus.
China? Really? We have
Why so
China.
low? Why so low, China?
Oh, China. Oh my goodness. Really? Mali, Hong
Oh,
Kong. Oh no, there's no Malaysia. Truly Asia. Ah. But
unfortunate.
anyway, unfortunately, I hope Malaysia this coming 2025, you will listen to us because we love Malaysia, people. So, before we go on, Mr. Freaky, let's shout out our 3 countries. Uh,
Sure.
okay, let's do Colombia. Oh, muchas gracias,
Oh,
Colombia.
thank you to everyone in Bogota, DC, and Antioquia.
Antioquia.
Ethiopia. Antioquia.
Antioquia. Yes. According to analytics, we have 72 countries listening to us. And let's say Japan. I want to see how many people listening in Japan. They love art in
Wow.
Japan. Ah.
Arigato gozaimasu to everyone in Tokyo, Kagoshima, Osaka, Fukushima Ken, Kanagawa, Wakayama, Hiroshima, Aichi, Iwate, Okinawa, Niigata. Thank you.
Niigata. Arigato gozaimasu. Hi. Wow. Thank you, Japan. And I hope Malaysia will next year we will
That's our
include it in
twenty-five
analytics.
goal.
Malaysia, truly Asia.
Get
Okay,
Malaysia on there.
let's do Mexico. Mexico. Muchas
Thank
gracias.
gracias to everyone in Mexico City, Guanajuato, Chihuahua, Oaxaco, Estado de Mexico, Durango, and Jalisco,
Yes.
maybe.
Muchas gracias. Jalisco. Durango. They're Chihuahua. Ah.
Yeah, I,
Chihuahua.
it's just a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Muchas gracias. Mexico and Colombia, they are Spanish countries. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast because this podcast is created to empower artists like us. Oh,
Inspire the
my.
world.
Inspire the world. And Mr. Fiki and I always encourage you to please do share your talents to the world, like us, what we're doing now. We are sharing our talents by speaking and telling to the world. So, Mr. Fiki,
Shouting out, I'm here.
yes, we
Or
existing. We are
it's okay.
existing.
This is my piece, Sinister, right here.
Oh, wow.
I had a lot of
Sinister.
fun with this one, with the effects on this one.
Nice. Lots of colors.
hmm
And what inspired you to start this painting, Mr. Fiki?
I just wanted to do. I saw this one picture on Pinterest of sort of this like sort of deranged looking character, where they're looking sort of almost evil, I guess. So I got kind of inspired to do sort of my own version of that kind of character. So sort of like an unstable, insane person, I guess.
Insane. Wow.
Like the Joker.
Yes. Is this the villain or the hero?
Oh no, it's the villain.
Oh, the
Got, it's got
villain.
red eyes and everything.
Yes, for sure. So let's give a big hand of Mr. Sinister. Thank you, Mr. Fiki, for sharing your masterpiece of this week. And what materials and tools do you prefer when you doing Sinister?
I was using my iPad, trying to. I want to get better with the iPad than I am with the other ones, so I'm trying to practice a lot more with that.
Lot more. So comparing 3 years ago and now, do you think your painting is better or best or excellent?
I think I'm a lot more consistent with how the quality of my paintings are nowadays. I sort of have an idea of what to expect when I'm doing this. And when before it's like gambling on Lotto 649.
Practice make you perfect, as they said,
mm.
or make you better. Because Mr. Freaky always doing now every week. He's dedicated to do every week so that we can do number one ah, in the list of 10 best abstract podcasts.
hmm
Wow. Amazing. What techniques do you use to create this Sinister?
I used a lot of lasso tool to do my coloring, shading out the hard edges so it's more smooth and more interesting to look at. And yeah, just I played with a lot of effects with chromatic aberration and bloom and all that kind of stuff to make it different than my previous pieces.
Why is it, Mr. Fiki, that the anime, they always depicting they have a big eyes like that, right? Did you observe that most of the manga or
Hmm.
uh, comics, they have a big eyes? What do you think? What's the
I,
reason behind?
I think it's probably just they like having the ability to show a lot of emotion in the eyes.
True.
I think
Because
that's yeah.
yes, go ahead. Because you're saying last time that if you're doing a painting and you want to depict the emotion of what you are doing, you can do through the eyes.
Mhm. Like
Like
imagine the Cars movie with no eyes. It's not the same.
yes, like Mona Lisa, right?
yeah.
By Leonardo da Vinci. By looking at to that painting, you can see that Mona Lisa is subtle and like he's enjoying what he's doing, posting to Mr. Leonardo da Vinci. Ah,
Mm, there you go.
just like Mr. Freaky doing with the Sinister. So whose eyes you are imagining when you're doing this? The devil.
Maybe like you know Dexter.
Oh,
Maybe his sort of like predator, sort of murderer kind of vibe. So that's kind of what I was imagining.
that's nice. That's amazing. Well, speaking of Leonardo da Vinci, please do read people or listen to the biography of Leonardo da Vinci by Walter Isaacson. It's one of a kind. You will learn a lot about the ups and downs of Mr. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest uh like a painters, doctor, what else? There's a lot of profession of Mr. Leonardo da Vinci. It so happened that he's famous in doing paintings, but he has a lot of profession.
Mm-hmm.
So, how does the light and shadow play in this Sinister?
I really wanted to have a menacing sort of like doorway filled with red to sort of backlight the character. So that was my first thing I did when I was coloring the character. Is immediately
Nice.
imagine that I'm having this really strong backlight.
Yes. So, how did you plan the layers of this painting from the
Well, I knew I
background
wanted
to
to
the
do sort
focus?
of. I knew I sort of wanted to do a kind of simple doorway with minimal, minimal, sort of abstract background in the inside the doorway. So
Yes.
that was my plan from the beginnings. You plan ahead.
Oh, that's awesome. And what challenges did you face when you doing this? Sinister.
Mm, I basically did a whole another drawing before before I did this one. I was trying to do something like more adventurous in perspective, having the character from like the top down angle. But then I was sort of running out of time, so I did something I knew I could finish quickly.
And
So
fast. And
yeah,
fast. How many hours did you do this?
I did it at like 12 o'clock today.
Just today, people. Imagine if Mr. Fickie did this for 1 week, 1 month, and a year. It will be like Mona Lisa. See, Mr. Fickie changes the craft to newbie to excellent. Wow. So how do you convey the emotion or
Mm.
mood for this Sinister?
This one I sort of played around with the expression a bit more, having a sort of creepy smile I don't usually put on my characters, as well as sort of having her eyes sort of being twitching down a bit. So you see there's something not quite normal with her.
Yes, yes, yes. And I want to plug in I have a new podcast, Mr. Fiki. It's all
Ooh.
about law, immigration law 101. I have this partner, immigration. He's a lawyer, and I propose to be my, co-host about talking about law, immigration law.
Wow.
People, we are helping people want to immigrate wherever in Canada or in the US or in Australia.
Very topical.
Topical, yes. Uh, and I hope you're gonna listen because for those people who want to immigrate to other countries, probably we're gonna help you for free. For free, people. Immigration law 101 coming next month, December.
Oh, stay
All
tuned.
Stay tuned, people. All my podcasts, starting from Food 101, Book 101, and this Abstract Essay, I did start for all of them. I started for the month of December. Imagine. So this coming December, I have a new podcast again that I want to share to the people that I think it will help them in terms of immigration law. Because they're saying that ignorance of the law excuse no one. Ah, right, baby.
Wow.
Right, Mr. Fickie? Baby boy.
That's why I get arrested so many times.
You're under arrest. So please tune in, people. I just want to plug in this coming December. So, Mr. Fickie, how does your personal style influence for this painting?
Because I just my style is sort of having really thick outlines and really sort of heavy graphic kind of elements in my images. So all of that plays into my pieces because I can't put a piece without having blur. Like, I can't put a piece without having thick outlines because it doesn't feel like me anymore. So that's my prerogative when drawing art.
So, if you're giving the power of this sinister, what kind of power you want to give
No,
as the
maybe it's
painter?
something to do with the sort of red smoke behind her. Maybe she just like poisons her victims or something like that.
Or just like Wanda, right? I like the power of Wanda.
Oh yeah,
And
it's the same.
yeah,
I never
just
watched the Doctor
uh,
Strange one or
Doctor
second one.
Strange. Oh yes, you need to watch it. It's like the red smoke, and then it can live, it can fly wherever the Wanda wants.
I heard it was weird, so I was like, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it.
I think if you compare Wanda to Storm, for me, Wanda is more powerful than Storm.
I remember Storm. Yeah.
Yes, Storm can uh change the weather, but Wanda cannot change the weather. But
He's
but
just
he
a
can live
weatherman.
on this smoke thing. He can do everything with the smoke.
But you
So
can't change the
powerful.
weather. You think with the smoke you can change the
The
cloud to make it
weather
rain or something? Why
can change
not?
the cloud. Why not? Oh my goodness. So, how does your personal style influence this sinister?
I think I answered that.
Did it?
I think so.
No, Mr. Freaky, the last one is the artwork of your mood or something.
No, I haven't answered that one yet. Do that one. How does the artwork? How does my mood when am I doing this art?
Yes. How the emotion or mood when you're doing this art, Mr. Sinister or
I was
Sinister.
just yeah, I was kind of just enjoying myself, having listening to music, having good vibes, drawing sort of mysterious looking character, having fun with all the colors and everything. So
So
I think
you're
I
not
was
mad. You're not
no,
mad. You're not happy.
not this week. Maybe
I
next week.
think
Who knows?
last 2 other weeks. Last 2 other weeks is the correct one. You're mad when you're doing this pain. Well, you're saying, "Oh, I'm mad when I'm doing this." So, how do you handle mistakes or unexpected results while painting Sinister?
Like I said, I painted a whole nother drawing before this. I decided it's not gonna work, so he's
Delete.
gotta delete. It's okay to start over again.
Yes, better. I think it's a matter of trial and error, right?
Hmm. Especially with art, it's such a fickle hobby. You can't
Yeah.
ever be have certain results all the time. So
Yes, people, even in publishing book, it's a trial and error because once you publish it, there's a lot of errors. And then you go back and do it again. Like
no.
uh, most especially if you're a first timer to do it. Mr. Fiki knows already. So once you publish a book, there's for sure there's a trial and errors. You will go back to the manuscript and edit again, and then for sure it's not only 3 or 4, probably 10 or more, 20 or 30. I experienced like 30 times I did review my or edit my manuscript because there's a lot of errors. Every side, every angle is errors. Oh my goodness. And
Yeah.
you need to edit those so that you can publish. It's not easy, people, to do publish a book because you need to edit, lots of editing. You need to do PDF if you want to make it more clear or whatever. And we are encouraging you, as I said, to participate, to share your talents to the world, and don't mind of other people say about you. Go, 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 and stop procrastinating. Just what we are doing right now. So, Mr. Fiki, what else you can say about Mr. Sinister?
I think this is a piece that you can just sort of have fun with and play with your imaginations as to what sort of is behind her in this sort of piece. And I think it's kind of nice to have in the artwork. Not
Yeah.
always a clear answer,
Mm.
something mysterious.
Mysterious Sinister. Oh, nice. What role does symbolism play in these paintings of yours?
Um, I use the theme of having red being sort of evil to sort of push the character's sort of motive, and you can sort of like figure, oh, this character's probably not well, especially because she's got really heavy eye bags as well. I don't know if you can see it or not, but she's got eye
Yeah.
bags. You know, he hasn't
Oh,
sleep
yes.
insomnia or something.
People those having it's hard to sleep at night. I'm recommending you to take. I usually take magnesium plus tea, chamomile tea, and what else? And ashwagandha. It's good for sleep. You sleep like a baby. Ah, yes, sleep like a baby. So magnesium, then ashwagandha plus chamomile tea. Every night, people, if you have difficulties of sleeping.
Mm.
So what is your process of creating depth and perspective for this Mr. Sinister?
I just wanted to have a sort of simple perspective here. I was originally going for more adventurous, but then I toned it back a bit just so I can get it done in time. But just having like a simple background to sort of show that she's not floating around in this sort of void, sort of put her in some kind of environment is always important. And don't hide from backgrounds. I would say
Yeah.
a lot of
Yes.
artists sort of just do the squares, the sort of one color, which I used to do back in the day, but I'm sort of branching out a bit more. So
Yes. If you want to modify this painting of yours 5 years from now, which one or which angle do you want to modify?
I'd probably go with my original idea, having it sort of being a totally different composition and being able to accomplish that.
Yes. Mr. Fiki, before we go on, I'm inviting you to please do listen to my other podcast, Book 101 review on my fourth season 2 and my feature author of the month of November. He is award-winning author and best-selling author too, Mr. Gerald Everett. And we are live tomorrow 4 p.m. PST. So please do watch out or watch us on LinkedIn. No more LinkedIn. I don't know what happened to our LinkedIn, but we are live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So, Mr. Vicky, what message or story that you aim to communicate through Mr. Sinister or Sinister?
um, don't trust strangers. I guess I don't really.
Don't trust stranger. My grandma told me.
Yeah, it's a good life lesson.
Yes, it's a life lesson. So, how do you reflect on and critique your work after it's completed?
I'm always critiquing it, even while I'm doing the piece, saying how can I make it better? How can I do this? How can I make it more appealing? So I'm always sort of critiquing it while I'm in the process of making the piece as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And people tune in for our fifth season because we are making our podcast excellent.
Inspired, brilliant, and inspired.
Take two, because our podcast on our fifth season will be excellent.
Brilliant and inspirational.
Yes, we want to inspire you people to do or to share your talents to the world. If you're good in paintings, why not? If you're good in writing, why not? If you're good in talking, why not? Make a podcast, make a book, make something else that after 30 years, your grandchildren will proud of you. Ah, because what you're doing right now, for sure there will be still a blueprint on internet or whatever uh, that prove that you did something, shared your talents
Oh,
to the
it'll be there
world.
forever. Yeah.
It'll be there forever, especially internet. It will be more, internet will be more and more high end in the, what is this, 22nd century. Ah, high end. What do you mean high end?
The
And
future.
yes, yes, Mr. Vicky, thank you for sharing your talents to the world. I hope you will continue giving us inspirational paintings, and I
That
hope
said,
our I hope our podcast will be more excellent.
brilliant and inspiring.
Yes, yes, yes. And people, it's been 4 months that we're talking about our merchandise. We want to apologize, people, but we will do our merchandise next year for unavoidable circumstances.
For the launch of the fifth season.
Yes, fifth season together with the fifth season, people. But we promise you that our merchandise is coming soon. It so happened that, well, we have, let's say, priorities in life. Is that a big excuse, Mr. Fiki? Priorities in
I
life.
think it's pretty valid myself.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And we
Yeah.
promise you, people, our merchandise is coming in the year 2025. And I hope you're going to support us, buy our merchandise so that, well, we continue doing and doing and doing our talents. Our talents. Lots of
Oh
talents,
man,
right?
so too many.
Too much talents. Okay. So, Mr.
And
Vicky,
with that said, we'll see you next week for another masterpiece. We'll see you soon. Take care.
yes, people, take care. And again, watch out for my new podcast, Immigration Law 101, with my new co-host. He is award-winning author and, of course, lawyer by profession. See you soon.